Hey guys here. So as you see above, I am going to give my thoughts on what I want to see out of Madden 26. Since EA is well into the development cycle of the game already, I thought I'd throw my hat in the ring as to, hey, maybe take a look at these things, please? Maybe? Some of them we've asked for years. Some of them are a little bit more recent additions. You know, some that we are wanting new innovative stuff. Some things we want brought back. Now, I don't have a lot for franchise mode. So go ahead and put those in the comments, as they're like a franchise could be its like own like 30-minute escapade into things I'd want to see in it, since franchise mode is my old love, and what it's been in recent years has been disappointing to say the least. All right, first thing I want out of Madden 26, go to free to play. I understand this is like shooting for the moon. If I miss, I end up amongst the stars, though, right? At least like try, right? Look at the biggest games in the world, the games that make the most money, the ones that have the most buzz, the most players playing it. Look at Fortnite, look at Marvel Rivals and what they've become. Just having the ability for guys to and gals to boot up your game, get into it, play it, and then, you know, Madden is more well monetized. By well, I mean for the company, not for the gamer. Gamers, it's much better in like Marvel Rivals, Overwatch, that kind of thing, where like there's no competitive advantage. But the ability of Madden to go like large time free to play is undoubtedly something I'm surprised they haven't done yet, right? Because it's almost like a slam dunk case, right? A free-to-play sports game. I know they freaked out. Now that's 20 years ago when 2K lowered their price. They freaked out so much they made the NFL make a monopoly over the product. So let's run it back, right? Let's try something new. It's a new world, man. But I know you make your money every year. You probably want to change things out because that's a lot of risk. All right, let's go on to more specific things. Formation subs in MUT. Franchise has it. Please bring it to MUT. I'm sick of waiting and doing and having to memorize my formation subs every single time before the game. Like, please just let me just like make my 3-3-5 out of game. Put the guys I want where, so I don't have to take out 30 seconds, right? Because isn't fast to fun your whole thing? So please, formation subs in MUT to allow us to get rid of that pre-game nastiness. Also, like special teams would be great too. So we can have special formations. All right. The big thing, this is probably like, of everything I've asked outside of it and everything I will ask, probably the hardest thing I'm asking them to do, play creator. They had this around the turn of the century. They had it in head coach before they got rid of that one after 09. Basically, football's biggest, I'd say, one-upsmanship over every other video game in the world, or sport in the world too, is the fact that the strategy behind the plays is unique. You got 11 on one side, 11 on the other, and we're going to get it. We're going to go with these routes. You're going to try this defense to stop those routes, etc., etc. And the chess match, every single play is a new chess match where my pieces are moving dynamically and your pieces are moving as fast as you can get them, try and confuse my looks. So lean into that. Really, really, please, I beg you, I've been asking for this for 10 years. Bring back Play Creator. It's so fun. Allow it online, too. I don't care if things are broke. Patch them, right? It's going to be very frustrating. The game's already frustrating. The reason we choose formation is a few overpowered plays, right, that we can't hot route to. The zig ins. A lot of those fades that have been pretty good. So please allow us to do this, to not put it on your staff of creating these plays and playbooks. Obviously, every single team will still have their playbook and whatnot. For people to use them to be more sim, but please allow and up the customization in your product. It just seems like it's a slam dunk case for you. Here it is. I've got your marketing next year too. Positionless football, right? With a two-way wide receiver, cornerback coming into your sport, a huge name, probably the biggest one in college football, right there with his teammate Shadur, Travis Hunter, probably a top 3 pick. Be like MLB The Show, they were kind of forced into it by Ohtani, right? It took them a couple years before they figured it out. But positionless football, right? You've already taken away wide receivers at tight end. Just get rid of it, right? Like, allow us to be Ben Johnson. Throw some crazy stuff out there. Along with Play Creator, allow it to be more customizable than ever, right? It seems so fun to allow us to 6 linemen. I mean, we can't 6 linemen technically right now. Not to say that out loud, but like running backs at quarterbacks, we can put kickers at quarterbacks, I guess, right now. Quarterbacks can't, I don't think they can go at kickers, can they? But we can edit positions in like franchise and stuff and do it on our own. Just allow us to like naturally do that. Put anybody anywhere. What's the harm now? All the MUT cards are basically the same speed anyways. So and it seems like you'd be able to get casuals into it too, since it's such a superstar coming to league, and you can also do it with good old Chuck Woodson there. A lot of those old time Iron Men that used to play both ways. Also Bednarik. It's kind of adding up. Next up, Boom Tech. Get rid of that. I understand you wanted to pay tribute to Madden 05 and Ray Lewis on the cover, that kind of stuff. I get it. It was awesome. Right? Madden 05 is still my favorite Madden of all time. But the Boom Tech was kind of a failure. It looks unnatural. It brought back like those wonky hit sticks, those wonky things that we saw like in like Madden 20 and before. I don't know what was wrong with the last hit stick. The only thing that was, go back to the old system and just like increase the fumble chance. Right? Boom Tech is bad. It's also like way too many fumbles on normal, and there's not a lot of upside. So most people just run on conservative online anyway, so the Boom Tech doesn't really work with that unless something crazy happens. You can fumble on conservative, to be fair, especially with your quarterback, but get rid of that. D-line stunts. I mean, I know you're afraid of nanos. I get it. It was a thing in the past, but we haven't had D-line stunts in, 10 plus years in Madden? I understand why you got rid of them, but it's time to bring them back. Bring back D-line stunts to allow us to customize our defense and our play creator and that kind of stuff. Historic teams. I know 2K does this. Madden used to do it until they got sued by Jim Brown. You got a lot of rights. It would take a lot of effort to bring in historic teams. I'm not sure if it would take more or less, but it would take a lot more contractual work to bring in like all the old legends and stuff, and maybe it's more expensive for you. Maybe you don't have that money. I get it, EA. Times are tough. You're only a few $billion franchise, but please, pretty please, try and sign them. I mean, I don't know. These historic players turn down a couple $1,000 a year just for chilling in Madden. I don't know. Feels like you did. Oh, I went down too far. Menu speed. I honestly don't understand why it's so slow. No, I get it. A spaghetti code, especially franchise. I was astounded. I went to the franchise mode to do the Steelers rebuild. I was astounded at how slow those menus moved in franchise mode. Like in the MUT menu with it like all online and like you needed to bring up new card art, even though that shouldn't be that bad. Like websites load a lot faster than your menus go. I don't get it. And it's something you still need to work on because there's studies out there about like every second a person has to wait for a web page to load is like a 30% increased chance of them just leaving it all together and abandoning you. So, please, it seems simple to say, but I'm sure it's very hard on your end. Speed it up, bro. Custom camera angles, and don't do that thing where it takes over your player after you intercept. Just do the old Matrix camera style. I don't know what was wrong with the Matrix camera style. Somebody made a funny TikTok about it, and then it was gone the next year. Now they just auto ran you forward. No, man, bring back the old Matrix, and then let us take our guy over 100% control right after the pick. Also, I would say something I forgot to add that I kind of want to add right now is custom buttons. Allow us to have anything on anywhere to assign different things to different buttons, like a lot of other games do. Customization of the product. It's amazing. I'm not even sure what I'd change other than maybe I'd put something better on my switch stick. What would I change for my buttons? I would say that's low priority. Custom buttons is low priority right now. Custom camera, I would take that a higher priority. Multiple scoreboard choices. So that way, if we want to play on CBS's or Fox's or NBC's or ESPN's scoreboard, allow us to do this. Amazon's, bring in the bugs. Bring in the score bugs, and let's have some fun. I am very frustrated with users and the ball going right at my guy, and my guy going and not even reaching for it. Or you'd want your guy to dive, but he doesn't, and then sometimes the only dive when it's well out of reach, so you kind of put yourself out of bad position. Defense is hard on next gen Madden, and it's been that way the whole time. And when you actually have a good adjustment and your guy doesn't make the defensive play, they don't get punished for the mistake online. Now, this is just comp mode, and I really want comp mode, sim mode, arcade mode to all feel very different, because that's the reason why you had the different modes and why you brought it out like 8 years ago. Make comp mode more powerful users. Now, I'm not asking for like the return of Shazier from Madden 19 Muttmaster or anything like that, but I do require my player to be able, so they can't like high point at my face and then I not animate for it. Like I get it. You nerfed eyeballs, making them more inaccurate. They're still not that. Make the user, make the linebackers, make the safeties, make the players that I'm on actually play the ball well, please. Please, 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 please. It's the most fun in Madden. That's the most dopamine you get, is by getting user picks. Up the dopamine release in my brain. I don't want to have to switch to heroin again. Bring back actual Muttmaster. That seems easy. Because your season masters right now are terrible. They're absolute miss. The fact that they're so bad and they don't even upgrade to 96 until, like, to the end of the season, embarrassing for you, EA. Better rerolls. It's a shame when I have to ask for things that to be like slot machines, right? Like, I'm begging, just please be more like Vegas, right? We know Vegas is still winning long term. You're still going to win. But when you make it so unfun, where you only get like 45% of your value back on each time you hit the button. Like if a roll cost, let's just make up a number, 4,000 training, you're probably getting like around 2,000 training back on average if you keep doing it over a large sample size. It is so bad that it just makes the game unfun. So like, I get it. You can't give us a loophole, and I don't expect you to. Don't give us the loophole, but at least make them return better value so that way we can spend a little bit more time doing them. Because guess what? People want to grind the menus. People want to make their team. They want to be like fantasy football. That's why it's so popular. Create the team and then look at it. Work the menus. Like, we don't all want to go to the auction house, snipe cards, and relist them. Like, that's auction house work. That's not menu work. It's different. Let us press the button. Again, dopamine release. Maybe we get a big kick. Oh my God. But then, like, you know, just like the casinos, people don't withdraw and they just keep hitting the button over and over. Let us get that, but like, let us extend it out, right? Understand your economy, your the people that play our game, and don't screw us so hard. Like, we expect a little bit of a screwing. We understand how the gameplay loop works, right? We go in the game, we get coins, we go out of the game, we spend those coins on cards and packs. We understand that, but please don't screw us like you're screwing us now. Abilities and traits, they've gone stale. Traits have not been looked at for 10 years or so. It's kind of crazy. I'm not even sure EA knows what traits do in the game. You know, you can see what Tight Spiral does, but like the pass rush moves, do those actually like do anything whatsoever? You couldn't tell me definitively, could you, EA? Please have someone look into that. I think traits on cards is a major W, right? That's kind of like FIFA does theirs. And then like I like that College does the different levels to each of the abilities. I guess, which is similar to like badges in 2K for those that don't play college football. So allow abilities to be like different levels of them, right? Like platinum level is like, you know, Madden 18 Barry Sanders Thanksgiving card spin. Okay, not that much. Let's not go full Junkins on it, but I don't think that's a bad idea. I kind of like that, and then that adds a little more customization to each card if the traits actually matter, and if a card has good traits versus bad traits. I don't know. I think that's kind of nice. Over 99 attributes, been asking for that since MUT 16. Go back to that, please. That was actually fun. Where you could actually have cards that started the year at like 96 speed, like they actually are like burners, like Dree Archer. And then like you're not hamstrung to only having +3 speed the rest of the season. You could actually go up to like 105, like we did in that year. And then last thing on the list, this one was something Chad asked for. I don't know why there's not more uniforms in MUT. That they're already in the game. We already can see them in franchise, playing out, that kind of stuff. I don't know why MUT doesn't have more of those uniforms. But that's it. I don't know. 14 minutes of asks. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know in the comments what you guys want to see in Madden 26. I mean, I know I'm asking for a lot, but if they could do half of this, I would be very happy. Like, if I had to say the one things I want them to focus on, it's these things. Wait, that's the wrong keyboard. Let's bowl them out. And this, if I had to highlight the very first ones, hang on. These are the ones then. If they just if they just do like this half, I'm cool with it. Like, I'll take another year of stale abilities. If we can bring back better users, positionless football, formation subs, play creator. All right, and then 27, we'll wrap back around on the rest of it. Maybe work on historic teams. I know stadium creator, like, I don't know. I'm not sure, like, college you got that, and I'm like, that's more of the franchise stuff, I guess. In Mutt, I just like playing in domes with no wind. As long as the blue field goes away. Oh, I hate that blue field. That's it. Let me know what you guys think. Bye.